Hooray for Hollywood! Hello there, Stan the Movie Man with your WIMZ.com movie review. This week, it's A Good Day to Die Hard. Starring Bruce Willis, Jai Courtney, Sebastian Coach, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and a bunch of other people with Russian names that I'm going to butcher a little later on. It is the story of our favorite cop who's always in the wrong place at the wrong time, John McClane, of course, Bruce Willis. His son who he's estranged from, surprise, surprise, is in Russia, in Moscow, and he's in a world of hurt. He's been charged with murder, and he is looking at a very long time in prison. So, John gets on a plane and heads for Moscow, where he wants to see if he can help out his son any way he can, Jack McClane, played by Jai Courtney. But as he gets there to the courthouse, there's this massive explosion which blows out one wall of the courtroom, and Jack and this other prisoner named Komarov, played by Sebastian Coke, escape. Now, it turns out Jack is really a CIA operative, and Komarov is a political prisoner who has a file with some information that would be very, very, very harmful to a certain corrupt Russian official, Viktor Shigarin, who is played by Sergei Kolinskov. There we go, Kolesnikov. I've just probably started an international incident. Anyway, and this corrupt Russian official doesn't want to see Komarov actually testify about what he knows. What does he know? I'm not going to tell you. But it is something that the CIA wants to get from him. And Jack has committed a crime just to be put in prison so that he can offer up information against Komarov so that he can be in the courtroom with him when in an effort to help him escape. But the explosion that has taken out one wall doesn't have anything to do with the CIA. It is a completely different group led by a guy named Alec, played by Russia Bukvik, who is working for Shigarin in an effort to make sure he doesn't ever testify. It's just happy coincidence. As Jack and Komarov try to escape in a van that Jack has put nearby the previous night, that's when John McClane runs into Jack in the middle of Moscow, and because of the delay, they are unable to get to their CIA extraction point, which means they are now flying by the seat of their pants. And the father and son, who don't necessarily get along, now must work together to keep each other and Komarov alive until they figure out a way to get him out of the country. Okay. This is not the best Die Hard movie they have ever made. Actually, it may actually be the worst. Why? I mean, it certainly has all of the things you would expect from a Die Hard movie. Lots of stuff blows up. Lots of people get shot. They've added political intrigue to this one. There's massive car chases. The one that it comes very early in the movie is just completely crazy and over the top. But all of it adds up to a lot of sound and fury signifying nothing, if I may quote Shakespeare. It just doesn't. It's not very interesting. It's granted, there's these really cool stunts they do. There's a chase involving a helicopter and them jumping into the waste tube at a construction site and going down several floors through the waste tube as the helicopter is shooting 50 cal shells at them. and there's Chernobyl involved, and even more helicopters and more stuff blowing up. But I tell you what, it just wasn't terribly interesting. I don't know if it was the effort on the screenwriter's part to make sure that we understood Jack and John don't like each other. Well, Jack doesn't like John. John's trying to make nice with Jack, and of course Jack is, fighting it at every turn. Or if we're supposed to be more interested in Komarov, who's this political prisoner who they're trying to help, or if we're just supposed to sit there and watch stuff blow up. But it really just isn't a very good movie. It's if you like stuff blowing up, if you like Bruce Willis in the Die Hard franchise, then it'll probably be entertaining enough. But it's just not very good. I have to say, I was, okay, there's something else blowing up. Okay, there's another guy getting shot. Okay, there's another helicopter crashing. It's the stuff between the stunts that doesn't work, in my opinion. And that's why I'm only giving it 2 guitars. Go to WIMZ.com to read my complete review, as well as to vote on the movie that I see next time. Questions or comments should be sent to StanTheMovieMan@att.net. And please follow me on Twitter @MovieManStan. Till next time, later, Tater.